to another episode of Bar Drinks and Entrees. My name James.
My name Kenny, and we here bringing casual conversations to life. And for this episode 32, I know you see a familiar face on the pod, and definitely want to take the whole happy hour to give a great introduction, and we're gonna spend this happy hour giving our guests his flowers. And we're gonna go into this show. We very excited, very happy that we get a chance to do this pod with this honorable guest. And before we get into it, before we get into the introduction, I just want to ask James, man, how you been, man? What's popping? What's going on?
Man, summertime for me, man. I work for Park and Rec, so summer camps and all that stuff. You know what I mean? So it's been busy, you know what I'm saying? Making sure the kids have something to do during the summer. So, staying super busy. But other than that, chilling, man. Just been excited for this show right here. It's been a long time coming. So, what I mean? I ain't tripping off of what's going on. We here now with this, man. You know what I'm saying? It's epic for the pod for me. So.
Oh, yeah.
How about you, man?
I was getting ready to say. I was like, thanks for asking.
Listen, man. My apologies, man.
I'm good, man. I'm good, man. This year, this last quarter of the physical year in the government is real busy for me. So
physical or fiscal?
What would I say?
Physical or fiscal?
Fiscal.
Oh, okay. I was just trying to make sure you enunciated your words because you said physical, I think.
This guy here, man. This guy here. But anyway, it's always a busy time of the year dealing with all these government contracts and contract closeout. But I'm all good. Working and balancing my life, with my family and everything, taking the kids and wife out and everything. So, but everything good. You ready?
Oh man, I'm ready. I've been ready, bro.
All right, so we got this honorable guest here. Born in the Bronx, raised in Wyandanch, New York, Long Island, Strong Island. His first love was hip hop. From a classic group called Groove Be Chill, signed to a classic record label called Uptown Records by the late great Andre Harrell. Classic hip hop song, hip hop music from Groove Be Chill. We know him from House Party, but he has a catalog of classic shows, classic movies. Of course, we know him from House Party 1 and 2, A Thin Line Between Love and Hate, Tim Allen's Galaxy Quest, Fly By Night, Martin Lawrence Black Knight, Denzel Washington's Inside Man, Steve Martin, Sergeant Bilko, Home Fries, Quiet Days in Hollywood, Christy Allen, Toothless. TV shows, one of my favorite shows, by the way. I never told you this, but the John Larry Cat Show, Malcolm Jamal Warner Here and Now, one of my favorites as well. Made an appearance on the Cosby Show. Christy Alley again, Veronica's Closet, Alex Haley's Queen, Michael Strahan and Carl Weathers Brothers. Great show, by the way. Scott Bakula, NCIS New Orleans, played Patton Plain, and now plays Wendell on Fear of the Walking Dead on AMC. We want to introduce one of our biggest guests, Daryl Chill Mitchell. What's going on, man?
Yo, boy. I thought it was never going, and I like that. Yo, cause I was like, oh boy.
Oh yeah.
Man, all right, okay.
Gotta give you your flowers, man.
Appreciate it, dog. I much appreciate it,
man. Yeah. So what's going on, man? What's new? We're going to spend a happy hour just chopping it up with you before we get into the first round. Just want to check in on you, and we read a hell of a resume, man. And like I say, it took long to come, but I see just as much more coming for you in the future too, man. So, man, all love here, man. All love. I gotta pay homage.
I stay focused and determined, bro.
Yes, sir.
How many years in the industry for you?
House Party 1. So no, before House Party 1. So I got to Uptown Records before House Party. So it's got to be like I say about 33, 34, 35
Jeez,
years.
man. Longevity, man.
You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Still rocking.
Hey, Joe James, it wasn't always walk in the park, Playboy, but you know what? I look back now, man, and you enjoy those pitfalls, man. You
Yeah.
enjoy those adverse moments when you have a little first face little adversity in the game, because it builds you and it makes you appreciate here we are right now, bro.
That's
Yeah.
what's up, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yo, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. So what I like you said, man, we just want to spend that first part of the happy hour just chopping it up with you, man. I know what you got going on right now in the day, what you got brewing, what you got playing, what you working on, things like that. You still doing music, all that good stuff, man. What's going on? Talk to us.
You know what, man? I'm loving life now. Now I'm taking the time to do what I want.
Okay.
And now it's like I'm doing things that I'm passionate about, bro. You know what I mean? Like I'm doing things like now I go around popping up speaking at acting studios. You know, the other day I had a chance to speak at an acting studio in Atlanta, man, and just watching the students with the enthusiasm, man, it gave me a confirmation that I still love doing this.
That's what's up.
You know what I mean? So when you're around them and you get that energy, it's like, yo, and then I can give them some jewels and, you know, give them some stuff right on the fly. And, you know, and they rock with it and see it succeed. It's like, it give you that gas all over again, bro. So that's what I'm doing. But, you know, I'm still doing what I do. I'm still acting. I'm still writing. I'm still, you know, working at my endeavors to direct. And music ain't never gonna go nowhere, because that's just that's like it's like a piece of serenity for me. You know what I mean? It's like to be able to just write your joint. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get that. Do you still get butterflies when you step into those audition rooms and stuff like that, or is it just like, you know, being in the game so long, you know how to maneuver? You already know, like, hey, boom, 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 like, you know what I'm saying? Just, or do you like get that nervous shit? You know how like when you know, about to play a game or like get on. I know for me, like when I'm about to play basketball, sometimes, you know, right before the tip off, you get the butterflies and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I'm serious, man. Get the butterfly until you touch the basketball and you know, do a couple moves.
Kenny, you notice he had to put that in there, right?
Oh yeah, you know that. That's why I gave that look. Like he always got to throw basketball in, man.
He always got to throw it in there like he Spud Webb or something. Come on, man. You thought I was gonna hit you with a new one, though. You ain't Spud Webb, man. Yo, nah, but real talk, man. I know I still get butterflies, man, and I'm glad I do, because that means I'm still passionate and hungry. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
It's not about being nervous, but my adrenaline get up. Like I'm ready. When I get in this room, ain't no telling where I'm going. You know what I mean? I done tore rooms up, man. I done got auditions just eating a sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Busting the room, telling people, man, I'm hungry, man. And I'm just sitting down eating my sandwich. I'm talking about eating my sandwich. They're like, man, we ain't need a script, bro. You got a job. Because just, you know, so I don't know what's going to happen with me. It's like, yo, let's go. Because I don't, even like when I get on sets now, I'm very comfortable on any set I get on, because, I mean, they all basically work the same way. So when I get on a set, that's where I'm like, I'm good. And, you know, a lot of times, fortunately, I've been working so long that I'm going to run across somebody that I already work with or I already know. So that's going to, but when I get in the room, it's not a fear. I'm just like, yo, it's like, all right, I'm ready for this. I'm ready to go to war, like a Tyson fight. Like, yo, you know, I'm somebody ain't gonna get hurt because I'm giving it to you. So that's how I am with it, man. Because I don't show up to auditions, bro. I show up to work.
Right.
I tell them, that's why I tell them actors, man. I'm like, I said, when you audition, do you go in the room to audition? They be like, yeah. I said, that's why you don't get the job. You show up to work.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean? That's what you just read. You prepared, and I prepared for the audition just like I have the job. So when I go in there, ain't no script in my hand. Let's go. You know what I mean? So y'all know that when we get on the stage, I'm already ready.
So I see it's like a lot of experience, as you being seasoned, you getting all the information throughout the 30 plus years, like the lessons learned and things that were taught to you. I see you passing the information down to the youngins trying to get involved in the industry.
And they're not all young either, man. It's older people than me, but they really have a passion for acting. So that's why I say students, you know what I mean? They're not kids. They just, some of the younger ones that's like 14, 11. And you got some that's 35, some 60. They really still want to do this. So I'm like, I tell them, this is what it is. You got to make alterations in your life and be ready to you got to dedicate yourself to this, man.
Right.
So it ain't too late for me.
Oh man, you ain't got a shot, bro. Don't even stay where you at, cause boy, sheesh.
I don't know what made you ask that question. Like, come on, man. Like,
what?
Well, I appreciate the honesty. I'll stay in my place.
We gonna keep you grounded. You ain't gonna make no fool of yourself.
Dog, come on, bro. I don't want you to lose your day job, bro. Stay there, I'm
trying to tell you, I'm telling you, I think I can do the acting thing, man. I think I'll be great at it.
If I can figure out a way to bottle your energy, dog, I'm gonna stop acting. Believe that. Like, I got somebody for you. We are going. Yeah.
Oh man.
So we want to get into the first round, Jane?
Yeah, let's get into this first round, man. I mean, of course, we know that you're doing the acting thing now and everything like that, but we don't know if everybody knows, but we know that your first love was hip hop, man. So, hip hop, man, like talk to us, man. Like, what made you fall in love with hip hop?
Motown.
Really?
Yeah. You know what it was? It was, you know what, bro? You know it when you know it. And I remember when I used to go to the meetings, to the service with my moms, and we used to be sitting in the hall. And the whole time I'm looking at the stage, I'm just imagining my brothers and my sisters and all of us up there performing. And I had to be about 5 or 6.
Wow.
And like, I know a lot of times people say, I know, dude, at that, I used to, I didn't watch TV. I studied TV. Like, I used to emulate cartoon characters because I just was engulfed. And sometimes I'll be watching kids when they be watching TV, and I'm like, they doing the same thing I was doing. So now I'm wondering in their head, are they doing the same thing that I was doing? Because I was there. But I mean, like, my first love because you understand, hip hop wasn't invented when I felt and I had that passion.
Right.
It was the Japanese vibes, bro.
So music.
So when you wanted with the music, so when I know all Sam Cooke songs, I know all Marvin Gaye songs, I know all them joints, bro, because I loved the stories.
Right.
So when hip hop came about, it was about the stories. You know what I'm saying? And we were still taking the format of what these prior artists were doing before we got in the game. When we started doing what we was doing, we had to go to the same studios. We had to do the same 48 tracks. We had to use the same machines and edit and all the same way, bro. So it was like that whole everything smelling that tape. You know what I mean? And that on that reel of real, bro. I'll be telling artists now, y'all missing all that, bro. It was all a part of it, bro. That's like having a person that's a designer, man. You think why you think when they feel a fabric, they smell the fabric? Yeah. They feel it, they smell it. So when you walk in a place where they sewing clothes or they making leather, you smell it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So imagine if you just get pop, fabric out the air, bro. It's not the same. It's an artistry to it. An artist who does painting, he like the smell of the paint. It's certain things in the paint, bro, that it's a whole aspect. So all those different elements about hip hop, that's, you know, I'm probably going after the fact, but with my first rap song that got me like locked in was King Tim the Third. You ever heard of him, James?
Nah, I ain't gonna even lie to you. And I love hip hop.
Okay, you go to YouTube and pull up King Tim the Third.
I'm gonna look him up. I'm gonna definitely look him up.
You're a true hip hop fan. You know what that is, and I mean, you know, you young, so you ain't gonna really. But that joint, bro, she's front and back, man. We was just like, yo, you had to rock it.
Well, you put
King Tim the Third. So that was my first introduction. But before that, I'm from the Bronx. So I used to go to the Bronx every summer. When we moved to Long Island, because my aunt still lives in the Bronx right now, my mom's other sister. So we there every summer after we came back, because Long Island ain't had nothing for us. All our friends were still there, you know. So, and my first break dances was some guys called the King's Charles Troop. They were unicyclists, bro. Young boys. They the first ones. They was in the Ringling Brothers Bonham and Bailey Circus at one time. They was called King's Charles Troop. They were unicyclists. They used to hang out with my cousin. They used to be all up in our building riding their unicycles, dog. But they were young and they was hip and they was hot. That's what I was riding unicycle after I got at Long Island. We was the only ones riding unicycles, me and my brothers, because we learned it from the Bronx. So all these different things that was going on, bro, that was gearing me. It was gearing me towards that. So now let's go another thing. What happens? Because remember now, hip hop ain't rocking. Turntables ain't here yet.
Right.
But then when it got to that point, a little bit, I used to play drums. So I was into instruments. So I used to go to South Carolina, or my grandmother had a bar in Harlem. So I would go, you would drum with the DJ. So that was my first introduction. So now the DJ playing, whatever song he put on, you got to play the drums to it. So that is to put little emphasis on the music. So they want to have, you know, the music, but a live drummer. So I was doing that in South Carolina. I would ride 14 hours just to go play drums, dog. And they probably gave me about $15. But it didn't matter. Because
it was your passion.
Come on, dog. I'm like 10 years old. I'm in the bar all night watching women and men bump and grind. Who wouldn't want to do that at 10?
Right.
All night long. I've been in bar fights, you name it, bro, but I'm there. But all this is grooming me.
Yeah.
And grooming me.
So
when the hip hop came about and we learned how to get down, bro, I was ready. I already had the taste, man. And I'm gonna tell you now, this is what shut it down for me though. My brothers and them were going to a party at the CDC Center in Wyandanch. And I'm begging my mom to let me go. My mom was like, hell no, ain't no way. This boy, 10, 11, 12 years old, he don't need to be going nowhere with Tyrone and them that's, you know, at that time of night. I'm like, please, the thing started at 8 o'clock. It's supposed to be over at midnight. My mom's like, no, bro. I went to this community center dance. My pops was like, yeah, he can go. Man, my mom's didn't sleep a wink, boy, because like 1 o'clock, we still out. Remember, I'm 12, 11 years old.
Right.
Yo, we had this DJ called DJ Pleasure. Now remember, hip hop ain't no hip hop music, but cats is DJ. Yo, this dude was playing Evelyn Champagne King. And you know that song Shame? Yo, my man was DJing and he messed around and said, Shame, I lost, boy. When he mixed that mix like that, it was like playing a song. He said, got me so confused. It's a shame. Boy, I was like, what?
What is that?
Yo, I ain't seen nothing else in that room but them two turntables. Like, yo, wasn't scratching or nothing, but he just did that shame, boy. Yo, I was stuck right then. I knew I wanted to be a DJ. Oh, I had to. Because I mean, I was watching him and he was controlling the room and he had wasn't no MC. Right. He was on the mic, just, yo, all right, y'all enjoy yourselves. Ain't no rappers, just him. Well, no rappers, man. And when I saw that, and that's when I got bit by that bug right there. I knew I was like, I wanted to be a DJ.
Hey.
So yeah, man. So that's my first introduction to all of that. So now we can go into the Groove Be Chill story, but whatever story y'all want next, let's go.
We can go into we want to also we want to go into. You talked about DJ. I didn't know that. That's
I didn't know that. Yeah. I didn't know anything about your DJ. As much as we talked, you know what I'm saying? I didn't know about your DJing either.
Oh, yeah. Man, what? I was nice. They call me Lil D.
That's
crazy. That was bad, bro. That was nice.
That's a hobby. Me and my man James, we try to pick it up, but
we definitely are.
Everybody's a DJ now, boy. With these push buttons, everybody's a DJ. I
got a whole app on my MacBook.
Come on, bro. It's crazy, man. I had a conversation with Bilal. I started to tell Bilal, come on the Zoom with us today.
Oh yeah, you could have.
Yeah, definitely. That would have been dope.
I might text him. He might blaze in.
All right.
Okay, man. That'd be super dope.
Yeah, man.
Oh no, you know what the thing about him, because me and him go back and forth, because once I started filming television, I left. He was still here. So Bilal has a knowledge of not only of hip hop, but especially about my career, things that, you know, I was forgetting because my mind had to go into another thing. So when he be bringing it, I'll be like, oh yeah, you know what I mean? So when he get on here, boy, y'all gonna be like, sheesh.
That'd be dope. We'll love that one.
No doubt. So hey, bro, let's roll.
So go ahead, Jane. You want me to go? You go.
Go ahead, Kenny.
Now I want to talk about your first verse that you ever wrote. And
yeah, wow, that's a wow. Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, we could leave it like that. Leave it right there.
Yo, my first verse I wrote, man, it was crazy. As I
do you remember it? Do you remember it?
I remember my verse, bro. Not only that, let me tell you what's crazy. I did a play in the Bronx in kindergarten.
Whoa.
And yo, so you want to talk about the verse? Yo, this was my lines. We are the bears. We sing as we go. This little song, hi he, hi ho. We like to be cuddled. We like to be hugged. We like to be snug as a bug in a rug.
Damn.
That was my line, player.
Kindergarten.
Kindergarten, dog. All right. Oh. So you want to talk about my lesson? So that was my first verse, but I didn't write that one. But the one I wrote, yo, I had to, because my, you know, that's the thing. We write what we feel and what we think about. Because I had to. My brothers was one of the biggest things in our community. You know that, Kay.
Yeah.
So what else I'm gonna write about? My brothers gotta make a statement.
Right.
So I was like, my brother's not a mixed master, not even the king of the mic. He's not a teacher, but the preacher. He's a knockout king, and they call him Reverend. I got another cool brother, about as cool as can be. He got the light brown eyes, can pull the ladies, Casanova king of the family. He must be cute because the ladies think he's sweet. He's chilling outside. His name is Mr. T. Then I got a little brother. I got a little baby brother. He's on the Scram. Jamal Antoine Mitchell, nicknamed Jam. So that was my whole joy. Talking about my brothers, bro.
Yeah,
that was my joy. But I had lyrics, man. Crazy, I had lyrics.
Those was dope. That felt real 80ish right there. Like that felt real 80s.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's the golden era.
Write what you feel, what you know. That was all about. It's a new transition in this thing.
Yeah,
that felt real 80ish right there. Like
yeah. And I'm proud of that too, bro.
Yeah, I got it. So you said that was the first verse you ever performed?
That was the first verse I ever wrote.
Yeah.
And the first one you performed was the one in kindergarten.
That first one that was my first play I did.
Okay. So what's the first verse when like you was going up there, you pushing yourself, you promoting yourself? Like what was that first verse that you had to spit? You know how like you go in the room and you have to spit for somebody. Like you already know what you write at.
The first joint was a song called Why Me? We did the joint called Why Me? We wrote, and it was when we first started out together, and then we did that joint for the compilation for Uptown's Kicking. And Groove had something, and then I had to come in and write my own joints. If you ever see Why Me, my joint for Why Me was fire. I was fire on Why Me, bro.
Oh yeah.
That's one thing. I had a pen, bro.
Oh
I
yeah.
had a silver pen.
Oh yeah. I believe you in the performance. Like I seen you perform at your wedding too, man. So like I see the fire is still in you, man.
You guys, yo, I love when I be performing for them at these comedy shows, man, because I ended off with the song, yo. They be getting out their seats dancing. I'm like, all right, y'all feeling it? By the second verse, they rolling, dog. They screaming top of their lungs, man. I'm loving it.
That's what's up, man. Your first love. How'd your group come about? How'd y'all come about?
Yo, okay, me and Bilal. Now that's called B and Chill. Me and Bilal, I started out with a group called Chaos Crew. That comprised of a guy named Rashawn, God bless him, call him Snake, Ron Drew, Big Drew, then Jimmy Taylor, and then we had myself. We had another kid named Kid Splash, who also changed his name to Kid Wizard. And then he went from Kid Wizard to Rakim Allah.
Oh,
So,
the great Rakim?
Did I stutter, James?
The great Rakim, my bad.
This thing working, bro. I think
don't worry about it, Till.
Rakim Allah was in my group, though. So we was rocking out and that whole thing. And then after that, me and Bilal was just do house parties all the time. So that was our whole thing, doing house parties. So one day we have a thing called Wine Dance Celebration Day. So while we were on Wine Dance Day, Groove came out. So he got on the microphone. Now the thing is, you don't let everybody bless your microphone. Well, we kind of heard of him a little bit. So he came on, he started rapping, and then he was rocking, and me and him was going back and forth. So we, it was like it was a little fire. It was a little fire in the park, and he was dealing. So he kind of hung out there back with us. So he had energy, and everybody was like, well, he got to be with them. So they let him live. So we had a good time. So after that, we all went our separate ways. So Groove was a member of a group called the Rock Squad. Okay. And what happened, it was like Parrish Smith, his other brothers, Smitty, they called him Smitty D. And that's before EPMD. So
yeah, I know you said Parrish.
Yeah. So the group started breaking up. People wanted to go their own separate way. So Groove, the DJ left first. So then Groove came to Bilal and was like, yo, my man, let me ask you a question. Yo, my DJ kind of backed out, man. We were interested if you would come, you want to rock with us, you know what I mean? So Bilal was like, huh. So I kind of, at that time, me and him we was rolling. We was doing parties everywhere, our basement parties, the whole 9 yards. It was just me and Bilal and my daddy truck. So after that point, we Groove got with Bilal. So Bilal came and told me, I was like, yo, Bilal was like, yo, man, I'm gonna go. He asked me, I want to DJ for him. I was like, yo, go do it, bro. I said, yo, because you get down, I'll get down. He was like, yeah, no doubt. So he went and got with Groove. So then it was just Groove and another rapper, and then that dude left. So it was just Groove now. So Groove asked Bilal, he said, yo, man, you think Chill would want to come in and rock with us? Because the thing was, Groove was supposed to have had a deal already with Tommy Boy.
Okay.
They were signed.
Okay.
Yeah, Rock Squad was signed to Tommy Boy. So I was like, I really wanted to be a solo artist. I was hesitant with Bilal. Like, Bilal, I really want to do my own thing. And Rakim done popped off. I was like, man, come on, I know I can pop.
Right.
Yeah, after that, Bilal was like, yo, but he already got a deal. He got a situation. He said, we just got to go in there. He said, yo, you can still do your solo thing. Just let's get this popping. I was like, all right, let's do it. So we went in there, and that's when they had, they had wrote a song that, we used to write antic songs back then. So they had a song called Dragon Breath. And then they had the rhymes already. And I was like, you want me to rap and do rhymes? I said, that ain't happening. I gotta write my own joint. So we did that joint. And then we came up with Why Me? Because now what happened with Why Me? That's when we went to the studio. We delayed everything down. Nate Tinsley, our producer from Long Island, was working in the studio in Queens. And Andre Harrell was in another studio, happened to be coming by while our music was playing. And he came back and was like, yo, who them dudes right there? And Andre needed they needed 5 groups. MCA said, give me 5 groups and we'll give you a deal. Andre had 4. And he heard our music and was like, yo, I want to meet with them. we came up to Chung King Studio and met with Andre. And Dre was like, yo, he told us how he was interested in our music and this thing. He's like, yo, I want y'all in Uptown. And that's why, the grace of God, we got up on Uptown Records. Because he happened to, just by chance, hear our music. Wasn't no go up to the studio, play the demo. He heard it. He needed one more act. He was like, yo, I can deal with that. Who is that rocking right there? He was hearing it. And actually, he's on Uptown Records, right on the compilation. Uptown's kicking it.
Man, it's man, that you went when we first started this.
James, I got him speechless, James.
Yeah, you do. Because I'm trying to. It's like
he weak in the knees, James.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. That was an amazing story, and like I go back to the beginning when you said when we asked you about what made you fall in love with hip hop, and you said Motown, and you remember being in school and looking at that stage, and God putting you there to see that, and that's the spark, and then. We fast forward time and you talk about that party you went to, and I don't know if you bumped the table, but you heard.
Yo, chill. Chill. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get it.
James, I think I'm gonna side with you, though.
Yeah, that's crazy. That was crazy. That's crazy. We're gonna get into that though. We'll
get into that, but like
James started rolling, brushing off on me, dog.
Hey, yo, chill.
See that? Yo, all right, go ahead. Bro.
Hey, man, no, and then fast forward to what you just said. Now it's like God put you in certain places to get you to what we have, Groove Be Chill, to the Uptown deal, and being seen by Andre Herrera. It's like you just being moved like a chess piece on the chessboard. That was an amazing story, man. I just wanted to say that right there, man.
Well, I have to, and we want to talk about God, bro. Yo, this is why it's a divine order, man, and when things be happening, man. Because we went to Joe Frazier, and that's on my daddy's side. So when we did the party for Tasha Frazier, she asked me to come out, bring everybody set up. She was going to charge admission and everything so she could pay us the whole 9 yards. I round up the whole crew and some extras. We go out there. Yo, on this trip is Bilal, Biz Markie, Big Daddy Kane.
That's crazy.
Rakim.
That's crazy.
Nate Tinsley. And the crazy part is, all of Biz and Kane rode in the back of the U-Haul truck that I was driving.
That's crazy. That's
no
crazy.
Windows, no nothing. They just put their trust in me. All right, we rolling. We going to Philadelphia and back. And dog, the crazy part is everybody that was on that trip ended up in a situation. Everybody got some type of deal, some kind of way.
That's crazy.
And 90% of us panned out to make something pop.
That's crazy.
Again.
That's crazy.
That's just dead. That's crazy.
That's a whole tour.
Yeah, that is. And that's a big tour today.
That's a tour like that. Like
nobody had a deal. Nobody had a record.
Wow, that is a tour right there. Today? Could you imagine today, James?
Putting all of us on one stage. And it almost happened. We had it like that. We had Biz, we had King, we had Rob, we had Groove Be Chill. We did that at Westbury Music Fair.
Wow.
That's crazy, man.
And it was crazy.
That's crazy, man.
The only other extra person we had on there was Dougie Fresh. But everybody else was from that original ride.
Wow.
Gotcha. That's what's up. That's what's up.
So continue, brother.
All right, we're gonna continue.
Continuing on. Kenny, you want to go or you want me to go?
I got stories for days, but I know we ain't got that all the time.
Yeah, I know. Oh no. But we gonna have you back though. We gonna come.
We don't waste it all in one night because we going.
We gonna do the next one in person. So but we want to go into and like I said, you shared some of them that story with the ride and with the tour, legendary tour by the way. Before all y'all had deals, and I mean, just fits right into what I say. God puts you in the right places and around
Yes.
the right people and things like that. Any good music industry stories you can share with us?
You know what? It all being in the studio, and we are in Chungking, because that was when all the artists were in the studio at one time. So just imagine you in the studio and we record, and then all of a sudden in walks in our session Jam Master Jay.
That's crazy.
And then he giving me like jewels and jewels
That's
and
crazy.
jewels. He just dropping it on us, like letting us know, yo, what to ask for, don't be punk, this and that, and yo, just love, man. And then we was sitting there just like, yo, this is crazy. This is Jay.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Because, you know, he already knew Andre because, you know, Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. So, you know, he knew the whole Uptown situation. So they was in there recording just like we was, man. And it was just like, yo, we in here. He walks in our session and is like, yo, chilling on, you know, talking to Steve at. Then he's like, yo, let me hear what y'all rocking. He's like, yo, that's fire, man. That's what's up, man. Say, yo, how y'all feeling about y'all stuff and everything? Yo, y'all ready, this and that? So now turn around 10 years later, I'm in television and film. So now, out of nowhere, I decided to pull up in Pinky's in LA. Give me a hot dog real quick. Who in the parking lot? Jay. He had rented the car and the car broke down. So now he's stuck at the place and the people was like, yo, well, just leave the car there and if you get here, we'll give you another car. So now I'm in the car with him. I drive all the way to the LAX airport for like 45 minutes, just me and Jay, just building. And he was like, yo, so that right then solidified our relationship, dog. Like, but it goes full circle. Like, but that sitting in that studio, man, was just like, yo, that was crazy.
Yeah. That's another legend right there.
Another legend, man. Another legend. So coming down to the end of this first round, got a couple more questions for you before we move on into our second round. So who is the most influential rapper to you?
Yo. Yeah. All right. Now you back. All right.
Can you hear me?
Oh, okay.
Okay, my bad. Who is the most influential rapper to you?
The most influential rapper to me is not one person.
Okay, I can go with that. We can leave it at that.
No, it's a group.
Okay.
Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five.
Furious Five and the Furious Five.
I know a lot about that group. Thanks to my pops.
The message. Come on, man. Sorry. Ain't nothing going to touch me up when it comes to the message, bro. Come on, man. Y'all got it. Come on. The message.
Yeah.
That right there was just like, sheesh. Yeah. Melly Mel. And the Melly Mel still.
Yeah. Who's the most underrated rapper?
Two people. Method Man and Redman.
Man, that was
wow, yeah.
I said Method Man, you said Redman. Yeah, man.
I'm both of them.
Them dudes.
I think I'm certified enough to say them two.
Oh,
not one person. Yo, them two dudes, man. They personify hip hop, bro.
Yeah.
Energy, lyrics, attitude, swag. They were beasts, man.
Yeah.
It was beast, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Method Man is the sound of the Wu-Tang Clan. The sound.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like David Ruffin.
Yeah. I ain't nothing without David Ruffin.
Yeah, you understand? David Ruffin was the sound. You ain't realize, you didn't know, but you know he sung most of them songs, but they were the Temptations.
Yeah.
But Method Man with that growl, bro. I ain't gonna take nothing from Wu because them dudes was talented, but he was the sound of the Wu. Right. He was a signature of the Wu-Tang. Man, that's what it is right there.
Man, that's dope. And shout out to Redman too. He about to drop Muddy
Waters
too. Yeah.
It was too, yeah.
But I hit him too. I was trying to get him to come on here with me.
Oh man,
that'd
be
be
dope.
great.
I'll be back. I'm bringing gorillas with me when I come back, dog.
Oh, yeah,
Y'all
definitely.
better be ready. That's all I'm
We're
saying.
gonna be ready.
Right now, James, I'm getting you set up, dog.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna get you wrecked.
All right,
Get them ready. Get them ready, cuz.
I'm going hard. When I bring Busta Rhymes, that's what I'm.
Hey, that's like.
I'm gonna tell you, yo, this kid has so much to say about you, bro. Yo, handle him, dog.
Hey, chill on the low. That's my pop's favorite rapper, Busta Rhymes. You be next time we around each other, I'm gonna play Busta Rhymes and you're gonna see him go crazy. Watch.
Yeah. Hey, but did you show him that thing Busta did when he was telling me don't bump the table?
Oh yeah. Oh, he tripped out.
I was like, all that. Yo, my dude.
Yeah, speaking of that, man, chill, don't bump the table. You put out a single a few years back. And
I put out
last year.
I did a soft release. I'm gonna re-release it now. We shot a video now. So
right. I said a few years because I heard it.
You heard it.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, stop. Kenny, stop with the little celebrity status thing. Like,
yo. Hey, hater.
You see that, right?
All right. No, it was the way he tried to. It was the way he presented it. I mean, you know me. All right, bro. We get it, bro.
What?
We get it.
Yo, hilarious. So
man. But talking about that song and being from James is from DC, born and raised in Washington DC. I'm from a county, PG County, which neighbors DC. And
me too. Both of them. I've lived in both of them. Lived majority of my life in DC. I say I'm from PG because that's where I was able to, hang out and do what I need to do. But I lived in DC most of my life.
Right. Okay, right. Well, you hopped off the porch in PG, but I got what you're saying. Yeah. So Go being a big influence in where we live at in our area.
Still to
this day. So when I first heard the song and I heard the beat, I heard the verse, you gave your flowers to Chuck Brown and everything. I really love the song, man. And we just want to know like the development of the song, the writing, the experience, the whole nine and everything, man. Like you can share us a little insight on how all that came together.
Yeah, definitely, man. What happened, me and Bilal was always talking about doing something. He was like, yo, we need to do a record. And one of them songs that he was coming at me, because I said, yo, dog, whatever I do, I want it to be fun. And he was like, yo, he was going over some of these go-go songs. And there's a big one that I can't, it escapes my mind right now, but he was like, yo, man, that, this joint right here. And he was like, yo, I'm telling you. I said, yo, dog, we need to do a go-go song. I want to do a song that's mature and it's fun. You know what I mean? And people gotta have a good time because I'm not tripping. When I get up here, I want people to do something. But then what happened, the idea came about because everywhere I go to this day, people always keep saying, yo, chill, don't bump the table. Yo, I said, yo, if I had a nickel for every time somebody said that to me, I wouldn't have to make another movie. But the funny part is, I didn't say it. Martin said it.
Right.
No.
But he said it to me. So I guess people think to say it to me. You know what I mean? So yo, chill. And I'm thinking they calling me for something. I'm like, yeah, what's up? Don't bump the table.
You like, oh.
And give me, and like, how am I still getting suckered into this? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and I said, you know what? I said, there's some music. Then I thought about the chorus. I was like, yo, if people want to say it, I'm gonna give them a reason to say it.
Right.
Like to say it. So it was like, yo, when I thought about the music, I said, I'm gonna make that the chorus. But I said, then when I'm gonna write it, I said, that's why when I started off, saying you could wobble, you could step, or you could second line. It don't matter what you're doing, baby. It's all fine. Because I know you and you know me. We going two rights, make a left, and hit DC. Because that's, I'm talking about DC, the music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? How I like my liquor, Crown, Chuck Brown. See, well, I incorporated that because I'm not going to give Crown that kind of energy without a check.
Right.
I like my liquor, Crown, Chuck Brown, king of the mix. So it's like, give Chuck Brown the crown. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm really emphasis that I like Crown Royal, but that I don't know that. You know what I mean? So
that was
that's
dope.
how I did the whole thing. You know what I mean? So it just incorporated all that stuff. And then with Dougie, came to New Orleans and he put me on stage with him to freestyle, and the crowd went crazy. And Doug was like, "Yo, man, you gotta get back in the studio, dog. Cause yo, people just want to see you win, chill.
Right.
And you see, they love when you rocking. They just want to see you rap.
Yeah.
So that's what influenced me to go back in the studio with Doug when it's like, yo, let's get it. And since then, boy, I've been off and running. So the song, and when people hear it, man, they love singing that chorus. They love saying it. So now when they say it, it's like, it's funny because when I'm in the club and everybody's screaming for once, you can look around and see people out trying to scream the other person. When you be trying to make them get louder, they be trying to out scream everybody else, especially when they drunk. But oh my God.
Oh yeah.
They screaming it, dog. So yeah, man. But that's how that song came about. But I wanted to be able to be a fun song in the backyard, man. And Go-Go, man, Go-Go do it to you, bro. I don't care what. Go-Go does it to you, man. So that's how I came up with that whole thing. I said some Go-Go, and that's live instruments.
Right. That's what a lot of people don't know. That's what a lot of people don't know.
This dude from New Orleans, he did that joint, and then he put it together. Then he got with the group, the musicians, let them hear what he laid down, and then we went in the studio and they chopped it up live, dog. New Orleans boys play.
Oh yeah.
They chopped it up live. So that's how I say my rhymes. The drum emphasis with my rhymes. It ain't just a straight pattern. So it breaks up a little bit because my man is chopping it up with me and still going. So it's hot. Yeah, man.
The cadence and everything, man. The
no
flow.
Doubt.
Lyrics, you a technician, man. You just broke it down.
That's it. It's just a feeling, man. Yeah. We're just a feeling.
And that's what I wanted to say. Like, and we'll get into round two next. But I just wanted to say, like the era you came from, I always call it the golden era because it was hip hop. Excuse my language, without the bullshit. So it was fun hip hop. It wasn't gang and all this stuff. It was just
man. That's what hip hop.
We having fun times. The girls got our attention. We about going to the house parties and just fellowshipping with our guys, our men.
Right.
Tell our men, see y'all later. I'm about to go see what's up with this chick over here.
Who gonna have the precious? Who gonna have some threads on that ain't nobody else got?
Yes.
You gonna have some sneakers on that ain't nobody else got?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
That's the thing, man. Or who got it's something as simple as who figured out how to string their shoes up differently than everybody else.
Right.
Fat laces. I mean, dog. And the uniqueness. That's why I came up with the hat, because I had to come up with something different.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And to match that up, like go-go parties, that's what we went to in high school. We go to all the go-go house parties, and they just, we had our local bands and everything. So, James, like we used to go to the Mad Chef, all that stuff, like back in the day and everything, man. It was crazy though. But
good times. Yeah. Before we go into round two, definitely want to hit the quick hitters real quick. And just right off the top, I just want you to say, don't even think about it. I'm gonna spit out a couple things. I just want you to just say what you feel. All right. So
dope.
Quick hitters. Biggie or Tupac?
Tupac.
Nas or Jay-Z?
Nas.
Rakim or Kane?
Rakim.
Method Man or Redman?
Both.
Oh.
I can go with that. All right.
Let's go. I go with that. Cool. I can't pick one over the other either.
I go with that. Cool. All right, going into this second round, we're gonna talk about your second love. And we already know what your second love is because that's what you do now. That's what people are seeing you for. They don't, you know what I mean? So it's going into your second love of acting, man. How did you get into acting?
That's my first love.
Wow.
Wow.
I thought your first love was hip hop.
It happened first. It wasn't my first love. Acting was my first love. Hip hop happened. Hip hop is the little league of the ghetto.
Okay.
That's like when what I'm saying. That's like when they bugged me out when they said, "Oh man, Kenny lettered in 2 different sports." What brother ain't played 2 sports? James, you talk a lot about playing basketball, but what other sports did you play?
I played football. You know what I'm saying? Like when I was younger.
Shot. So that's what I'm saying. When it comes to hip hop, you wasn't in. If you wasn't doing it, you wasn't
right.
in. You know what I mean? But it happened first, which got me into acting.
Got you.
Because
so how did that transition? Yeah, how did that transition?
Warrington and Reggie, the directors of Uptown's Kicking It, Mr. Big Stuff, they directed most of our rap videos. They were fresh out of college, so Dre didn't have to pay them much. They was just having coming on and doing their thing. Pays to be on time sometime because me and Groove and Big, you know, we fresh, so we just trying to we green. We want to be there on time, and they say the studio we got to be there at 6 o'clock. Start the video, everybody else show up like 9. We already there. We ready. We bring it. You ever watch Uptown's Kicking It? The DJ coffin that belongs to us. That was DJ Blau's coffin. Eddie F and Heavy D, they didn't even have equipment, so we put our stuff up there for them. Everybody to DJ. So by us being there on time, it gave Reggie and Warrington a chance to sit down and talk to us and find out what was our endeavors. But by watching us and laughing with us, they saw that we were some characters. So after seeing that, they had a concept, which Reggie did a thesis in college of house parties, which he started from his college parties. And he's like, yo, so now he wants to bring it forward. You know what I mean? So he's sitting down with us talking. We was like, yo, me and Bilal was like, yo, we do house parties. That's what we do. He was like, where? He said, yo, I want to sit down with y'all and talk to y'all about what y'all do, some of the things y'all doing now and the antics and all that kind of stuff. So we sat down with them. And then after sitting with them, we went over to the Black Filmmakers Foundation in Brooklyn and we worked with them. We did some improvs and everything to show them what was going on. And the whole time it was inking. Finally, they came up with a script. Wow. Presented it to us. The original script of House Party says, groove, be chill. Don't say kid and play. It says groove, be chill. So now they shopping this movie, trying to get a deal. So they already telling us, yo, we got, you know, they working with us and we working with them because we want to be in this movie. So me and Bilal gave them the information of House Party. Turn around. They said everybody was liking it, but they wanted real actors. So they started going after the Malcolm Jamal Warners and Reggie and Warrington. The cool thing about them, they stuck to their guns. They was like, nah, we need these new, fresh faces in this movie. We're not worried about talent, we're worried about image. We want to get these images because these kids is following them now because videos is happening. But these studios didn't see it. But New Line Cinema, they got an idea of what they was going with it. But Groove Be Chill just wasn't big enough for them. They was just like, they was still a little nervous because they was like, you know, these dudes just starting out. But Reggie and them, they knew. They was like, yo, these cats, I'm telling you. So they was like, yo. So Reggie came to us like, well, yo, they like y'all. If we get this movie done, don't worry about it. Y'all know y'all gonna be in the movie. I was cool with it because I just wanted to be in the movie. I didn't know what it was. So we still in the studio, we tracking. Now, how Kid and Play them got the movie is they brought them to the meet with New Line Cinema as well. Now, New Line Cinema said, you know what? We like them. They on our top 5. But we still want to see some more people, but they in our top group. Right. They executive walked Kid and Play them out of the building. School had let out the same time they let them out, and them kids seen Kid and Play and lost their mind. Wow. Yo, that executive stopped them, said, please come back inside with me. Walked them back upstairs and told the executives, we got our group right here. Now, if we'd have walked out at the same time, because Groovy Chill was popping, them kids, yo, dude, we had just did a concert like about 2 weeks or 3 weeks prior to that. Yo, they chased me all the way up 125th Street. Dang. Chasing me. Cause that Groovy Chill, any video, dog, you was popping. Right. So that's all they saw. That they saw their popularity, and we're like, yo. So when they put us in the movie, the rest was golden. Because I mean, Reggie and Warrington knew what they was looking at because look where I'm at. Look, you just read off my resume. So evidently it was something they saw that I had, but the movie studio didn't see it because I didn't have a resume.
Right.
I had ability, just had a resume. And that's how.
crazy.
So I tell people I didn't get into acting. Acting got into me.
And that's crazy. And you had already answered one of our other questions because we was gonna ask you how the house party, because that's legendary for everybody. You know,
but people don't know that. They don't realize that movie, a lot of the base is about my group. Right. It's about us. It's about it's a part in there when Play says, my mom's went down south, way down south. My mom's had went down south to Charleston to see family. Right. And I never had a house party. So I told my brother, I like, yo, man, can I get a house party? He was like, yo, go ahead, man. Because my brother got respect in the hood, so I knew nobody was going to tear up my house. Right. So we do the house party, and you know, a few little things happen, little antics here and there. But for the most part, that's where that line comes from, man. And yo, in house party, they wasn't even going to have a DJ battle. Bilal said it's got to be a battle. Right. Reggie Walker was like, what? Bilal said, yo, you got to have a battle, man. And that's why I couldn't play. So we wasn't only just, Bilal was being a technical advisor to the movie, and we didn't even know it. We didn't know.
And the funny thing is,
he just wanted to be right.
Yeah, right.
And the crazy thing is, though, talking to you, and because people going to hear you say Bilal, they probably don't even know Bilal's a real person.
Right.
Right. That's what I'm saying, because they look at Martin, and I tell people, I'm like, yo, because it was supposed to be Groove, B, and Chill. So it was gonna be Groove, Bilal, and Chill. And they made Martin Bilal. So that's where the name comes from. And I'm like, yo, I tell Bilal all the time. I say, yo, who's the most famous DJ in the world, Bilal? He was like, I said, Martin Lawrence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's one of the most famous DJs in the world. Yeah. And he got your name. It's crazy,
man. That's crazy.
That's crazy. I would definitely love to meet the real Bilal, man. That's because, like I said, nobody knew, like, we didn't know that growing up. You know what I'm saying? I know I didn't. You know what I'm saying? It just, you know, if Cal was having a conversation with you, just like, wow, like, that it's about your life. You know what I'm saying? Then Bilal is actually a real person. You know what I'm saying? That's the crazy thing about it. Yeah. Not to mention in the movie, because it just came on, it just came on maybe what I sent that picture to you, Kenny, about like maybe a couple of days ago.
Yeah,
a couple of days ago, James, a couple of days ago.
It just came on the movie, literally.
Cha-ching.
We were just talking about that scene, the battle.
Say residuals.
Yeah.
Hey, it literally just came on. We was watching it together.
Like
we was talking about
it was like last Saturday. Yeah, we was talking about it. Yeah, we was looking at the battle, and we was reciting the lines and everything like that. But we was like, wow, that's crazy.
We started seeing like all the people in it, like AJ Johnson was in it, Tisha Campbell, Tisha Campbell, of course. Of course, Martin couldn't play. Then I seen the guy that played in Living Single. He was in it. The dude that had the Jamaican accent of Living Single, and Khadijah's
Sean.
So like he was in the movie, and I'm just like, yo, like all these people, like
nobody, everybody, dude, we had 400 extras, man, every day that never saw the stage.
Dang,
wanted to be in that movie so bad, bro. It was the talk of the town. We used to throw concerts in the waiting room, in the extra holding. They had a system set up so we can go in there and perform for them.
Dang.
Just to give them something, dog, because it was just like, they was there every day.
That's dope.
Trying to be in that movie, man. We had so many visitors, man. It was crazy, man. Sylvester Stallone visited the set. Lawrence Fishburne visited the set. We had people was just coming through like, because they was just hearing this house party. Like, it was just the talk of LA. It was the talk, not the movie. The shooting of the movie was the talk, man. People was going back talking about it. And every day, man, it was like, I'm sure they turned some of the people away, man, because it just kept growing and growing. People was coming from Long Beach, man, just because they heard about this, all these actors and rappers and all this stuff in this movie. And people like, yo, the movie gonna be crazy, and they doing it. They ain't lying about what we was doing on the set.
That's what I was gonna say.
It's you know,
yeah.
and, people was just exaggerate. Not like they exaggerate the stuff that was happening on set, and it was like, yo. So they was like, nah, man, y'all, hey, bro, it was crazy.
Yeah, house party is an influence to our culture. Like it really mirrored our culture, back then. You know what I'm saying? We would, of course, me and James, we was youngins, but I mean, it's such a timeless things that y'all were doing back then when we was at the age, we were doing the same thing. So it was like, it was a timeless reflection of art and reality. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
man.
And definitely those just don't want to call it, black cinema. Don't want to just call it black cinema, but because because we always say what was some of the most black influential movies, and that was one of them. But don't want to just call it black cinema because worldwide, that's one of everybody knows House Party. Like it don't matter what.
Right. Absolutely.
Everybody knows.
Absolutely.
And everybody knows House Party.
And I'm gonna take that note to that, man, because I'll usually be saying, yo, it's one of the biggest films in black cinema, but yo, bro, the experience of that movie when it came out, bro, somebody asked me that the other day, man, is when I went to Comac Theater in Long Island, the night it debuted, bro, got our tickets, man. People was buying tickets to other movies just to sneak in there because it was sold out and they wanted to get in there. Yo, girls was running in, sneaking in. They were just jumping on dudes' laps. Like, we were together. They wasn't together. They were just sitting on their laps so they could stand there. And then we had people was sitting down the aisle, man, on the floor. And bro, when my face hit that screen, that was my man. The noise, wine dance was crazy.
Oh.
Plus, I'm in there with the hat on, so now everybody knows it's me. And they on wine dance, while not. Anyway, yo, bro, that was what? To see your head that big on that wall, man, it was like, that's crazy.
That's one of my favorite parts. Like when you bump the table and he come around and he say, chill, you bump the table again or kick your fucking heart out your chest, right?
Yo.
And when you looked at him and then when Martin swallowed.
Yeah, he ain't want that. Yo, you know what I was thinking about? Because I used to go to the gym with my brother. So that's how I learned how to grit on somebody. That when I thought about that, I was like, I watch boxing grit. So if you watch me, I'm gritting on them, dog, like a boxer. Like, yo, you know what I mean? Right. Like, you notice I ain't take my eye off. I'm like, yo,
I
dog,
know.
We finna get this. And yo, the funny part was, James, I went back to my dressing room. I was like, yo, I'm finna get an Oscar. Crazy. I want to thank my auntie. I want to thank my cousins Kenny, I want to thank. I was dead serious.
No.
Yo, I'm finna Oscar, man. I did the thing, man. Yo, and I realized ain't nobody got an Oscar comedy ever. I was way up and down. I was getting an Oscar, bro.
Hey,
I was not playing.
Hey, chill. I was talking to James the other night, and we'll go from this. But like when you talk about the Oscar, I told him about, I don't know if you want to say it, but I told him about the thin line between love and hate, how you had me and Bobby cracking at the table, telling me how you became that character.
Yo, nah, I gotta give it up, man. Yo, we got a cousin, man, named Tim, but we call him Dolomite.
Uh-huh.
And dog, since we were little, he stuttered. So all I did was imitate him. Cause it's bad when we kids, man. So you be imitating him, almost like kind of teasing, not realizing you messing with a man with this stutter. And that's how I learned how to. You be fighting to say his words, man. Yo, it was crazy, and I was like, and that I imitated him, and that's why I give Tim love all the time. Man.
Yeah,
said, man. You did the. I tell Tim you did the thing, bro. That's how I learned to study people, man. You know what I mean? That's James gonna see me do something. I'm gonna do something in the movie just like James, and I'm gonna say James. And I'm gonna tell you, he was not getting a check, player.
It's all good. I'm gonna just tell people.
Watch.
Yeah, that's me. I mean, like that. That's me right there. That's all. That's me right there.
I'm gonna lean back in the seat, laughing, all that.
That's fine.
Oh, man.
That's fine. I don't need a check for it. I see you.
No check.
I'm gonna see. Speaking of which, something that I heard, man, I actually was watching the Breakfast Club, you know what I'm saying? And I forgot I was on there, But he was
It
talking
was
about
Khalil Kane.
Yeah, Khalil, talking about Juice. How true is that?
God's honest truth. What happened was when they were auditioning for Juice. See, me and Pac auditioned for a couple of things.
What else I auditioned for?
We auditioned for the Jamaican bobsled movie.
Oh.
Pac auditioned for the Jamaican bobsled meeting?
Yeah, Disney
Cool
was
Runnings?
testing us. It was me, Cool Runnings. It was Tupac. It was Omar Epps, myself, Malik Yoba, Dougie Doug, and Leon. But at the time, the movie went away. Then when it came back, they asked me to come back, but I wasn't available for it. I was doing movies.
Wow.
So you were supposed to be in a Jamaican bobsled.
Oh, I was supposed to rock that. But the crazy part is, Pac hadn't been out yet with the music. Yo, I sat in that van and listened to about 30 songs that y'all ain't never gonna hear. And I don't know where they at, because he just wanted me to hear his music to see what it was good. Because I was out already uptown.
Right.
And he was just like, yo, what you think, Chill? I heard when I get around and round. I was like, yo, dog. I'm like, son, you finna go. I'm in the passenger seat, he in the driver's seat. Because they had a transportation van that would pick us up and drop us off. So in between when they was, like Mitch Max and us would put us with Malik, and then they'll make somebody else, then Omar Gold and that. So me and Pop sitting in the van just kicking it. So that dude, I heard at least 30 tracks and with beats, other beats that he was just ready to go, man.
Wow.
So forward to Juice.
Yeah.
Thing happened. Because the thing is, like my man said, they didn't have no rehearsal time. So basically, that was their rehearsal, watching all the different actors work together and see who was going to do what. So then now, I am, I guess, the most seasoned actor for the role. So now I'm rocking, but that energy Pac gave, I ain't had nothing for that. When I watched what he did, but the role came down to me and Tupac.
Yep.
So when he did Above the Rim, I came out to that set, Pac almost shut that whole set down. Y'all, my man, chill with me. Yo, stay right here, Chill, stay right here. I'm right here, I ain't going nowhere, man. That was my guy, man. Pac was my guy.
It's like,
I don't tell a lot of people this, but I'll tell y'all, man, because we kicking it. It was about a month before he had died. Pac had came to my spot, and he called he was downstairs, and he called upstairs, and I was like, who is it? Usually the TV would allow you to see downstairs with the security camera because the cables and all that stuff together. So when he called me, he was like, yo, it's Tupac. And I said, yo, somebody playing with me, right? Because I just moved in the building. And I was like, yo, hold up, man. I said, and I started not to buzz him in, but I did. I said, I buzzed him in. And he came upstairs. I said, somebody got to know me playing around. It was him.
Wow.
Came in the spot. We was sitting there kicking. I said, yo, what's going on, man? He said, yo, Chill, I'm tired. I said, what? I said, what? He said, yo, I'm tired, bro. So I was just like, yo, man, just chill, man. I said, why you ain't go to the crib? He said, man, I just go someplace quiet, man. I know you don't have a lot of traffic like that, dog. And I didn't. I ain't get down like that because he was living in the building when I moved there. Then he moved out. So he saw how I was moving. I ain't had no people running my fly like that. So he came back and just like, yo, man. And we was sitting there talking. I looked over, head back, knocked out. I went in my room. When I came back out, dog, he was gone. He had just jumped up, got a quick sleep, and then he left. And then the next time I saw him was at the fight in Vegas.
Oh, you was at the fight in Vegas?
I was there, bro. He went, when the fight was over, he went through the tunnel with Tyson, and me and Butch Lewis and Denzel, because we our fight crew, went out the door. We got an hour car, and then when we drove off, we was held up for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, couldn't move. And finally traffic was going through, but the car was still there. And I looked, I said, dang, man, that car was a bad accident. Because all I really looked at was the rim.
The rims were bent.
I remember the rim was bent.
I didn't pay attention to the car, and I didn't know what car it was. So we got back, my phone going bananas. And I'm like, what people call? And people trying to tell me he got shot. And I'm like, yeah, they talking this nonsense. Pac was right there with me.
Right.
Me, Omar Epps, and Sean Waynes was all like right the third row. So we was all together, all of us. And they went that way, and we went our other way because they was with Tyson. So they went with the entourage.
Right.
And they went their way. We went. I went to the car with Butch and them. And we got back, and I was like, man, I turned the news on, bro. Couldn't breathe, bro.
Can't believe it. Yeah, man.
Couldn't breathe, man. But I mean, that was just like maybe a month or 2 months, maybe 3 months. It came to my crib just out of nowhere, bro. It's like, yo, I'm tired, dog. Like, all right. Yo, so we talking. I'm just talking away. Next time I look over, he knocked out. I'm like, I'm talking to myself the whole time.
Yeah.
So I just went in my room and laid down, man. I shut my door and went to sleep. I just dozed off and I woke up. Yo, check on him. Yo, he was gone. Like,
yeah. It's crazy to hear you. Chill. It's just crazy to hear you talk, man, because like being as close to you, knowing you, who you are and everything like that through family and all that. It's just crazy because like you talking the industry because you live it, but it's amazing to us. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know that right there for Kenny, because that's all he talk about is Pac. So I know him hearing that, and man, I know that was amazing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just to
it was crazy, dog. It was definitely something real different, man.
That's dope.
So, it was crazy. Yeah.
So let me ask you this, because did you know, like working with somebody, like for example, working with Martin, because like that's one of my favorite people. Of course, he's from the DMV area, of course. And then like the funny thing is, Nipsey, his son are real cool. Nipsey that played on Martin.
Oh yeah.
Man, his son are like super cool. So he talks about Martin, he goes to see him and all that stuff. But one of my favorite movies is Thin Line Between Love and Hate. Like, how did that come about?
Let me tell you about Martin, man. Man of his words. Why I love him so much. Martin saw me at the house party too. And he said to me, he said, Chill, as long as I work, you're gonna always have a job. And that, so when you say man of his word, we 5 movies in, bro, between me and him.
Real.
House Party 1, House Party 2, Black Knight, Thin Line Between Love and Hate, and we did Boomerang. Now, we wasn't in scenes together, but those 3 movies, House Party 1 and 2, we were in, and we had scenes in those, but Boomerang, we had no scenes. But I'm talking about direct effect of Black Knight and Thin Line. He called me up. Yo, chill, I got a role for you, bro. Come on, I need you. He said, same thing, Black Knight. Yo, I got this role for you. I want you to play. Man of his word, dog.
How is he all set though? Is he like because they just show the reunion of Martin, and then when you see the outtakes of certain things, is he really like just that offset, like crazy?
Yo, believe it or not, his brother is bruh. It's pretty close when you talk about funny.
Wow.
Because he ain't had nothing to do but crack jokes. So he'll get on Martin, he'll get on you, he get on anybody, dog. He give Martin the business, dog. We be in there rolling. But Martin just, when you working, a lot of times you want to reserve your energy. So you just be chilling. And everybody else around you be cracking. But when he get on that stage, he can come up with stuff like that, man. He'll come up with stuff and you just got to keep going with it. But he's a good sport too, because the thin line between love and hate. I came to Martin and I told Martin, I said, Martin, this is what I'm going to say. I'm going to say, put your window down.
You see a window?
I said, put your window down. You see any damn windows in this? Yo, and I told him that right on the spot. He was like, yo, let's do it. Right on the spot, bro. I came out, I said, yo, put your window down. He had no windows in the truck. Yo. But that's why he like working with me, because he know I can give it too, bro.
Right,
so
right.
Put the windows down, bro. Martin was like, yo, let's do it, man. Yo, bro, it wasn't, everybody, when they say cut, dog, was weak.
Man, I couldn't hold that. I couldn't hold that in.
Yo, they was rolling, dog. But yeah, man.
It seemed though, like, it seemed Martin is more reserved, Like when the camera's rolling, he on it. But like when the
Yeah.
camera's off, it seemed like he a shy individual though. It just me reading his energy when he do interviews and stuff like that.
Yeah, you know, yeah, he's a little calm and reserved a little more because you know when he all that stuff, man, that took a lot of energy, man. And people expect that energy every time.
All the time, yeah.
And they be doing that to me a little bit too, man. They be expecting me to be this, you know, rah, everything is joking. I was like, yo, bro, you just easy. You know, that's easy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know,
They want to see you like action every time.
all the time. They want you to be on all the time.
Cool.
That's cool. Man. You want to get into the quick hitters?
Hold on, I want to ask him a couple of other things. You all right over there, Kenny? You know what I'm saying? You starstruck? You all right over there?
No, I'm hey, he gave me that Pac story. I ain't never heard that story, man.
Yeah, man. Because I'm telling people that story because it's like it's kind of relevant now. You know what I mean? So you can verify the story, but I know it happened. You know what I mean?
And that was your man, so like
that was my man. It, you know what I mean? So it's like I don't really talk about that much, bro. You know, a lot of things that I went through in Hollywood, I just be like keep it to myself.
Gotcha.
So to corroborate the story, you know what I
mean? Right.
Gotcha. We got a couple more before we go into the quick hitters, but one of them is who is one of the actors and actresses you would love to work with that you haven't yet?
Morgan Freeman. I like and whatever I do with him, I want smoke, bro.
Right.
I like when an actor like that, I like to be challenged. I want smoke. I don't want to be your buddy. I want conflict.
That's
you know what I mean.
And
that's one of my best scenes of NCIS New Orleans. Me and Scott Bakula.
I love that. I love that between y'all two.
Because I love him so much. So it was hard. It was like, all right, that's the acting challenge. Like, how do I go at this dude like that? And how I bring it to him like that? And boy, I bring it to him, dog, and he receive it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like, that was a scene right there, chill. And I'm like, I said, why they always write me and you having conflict? He said, because they know you the only one can do it. Everybody else, he's like, nah, they don't have that fire. You got that fire. And that's why so when I work with Morgan Freeman, I want it to be a happy day. I want it to be a problem. You know what I mean? I want it to be a problem.
What about an actress?
An actress? I'm biased, so it would be easy for me to say Vivica Fox because I've known her forever.
Gotcha.
I don't want to say her. I would want her to be a part of it, but it got to be somebody that I gotta go backwards, man. Like I gotta go like it might be a black exploitation movie or something.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Like I should it in Brown Sugar. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
You know, Pamela Gray, I would have loved.
Gotcha, Pam Gray. Yeah, I got what you're saying. Yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, that's that I need that kind of fire, bro.
Gotcha. Cool. Who is the most talented actor and actress that you work with?
Most talented actors, I had two at one time, man, and that was William Dafoe and Denzel Washington. Over my head and inside, man, bro. Yo.
Yeah.
Dog, let me tell you something. When them two got, and the crazy part is knowing Denzel as my man, hanging with him and everything else. When that camera say rolling, man, it's something in his eyes just changed, bro. And it's just like, we ain't friends right now, bro.
Right.
It's like, nope, it's him against the world. And then to have William Dafoe and him, because Denzel comes in and just takes over. William Dafoe is already handling the situation, so he don't appreciate it. So they're going back and forth, and this energy is going crazy. And I'm looking at Denzel, and I'm looking at William Dafoe, and I'm typing, I'm looking up, and all of a sudden I hear Spike yell, "Cut!" And I'm like, I'm trying to wonder what happened. Spike said, "Chill." I said, "What's up?" "You in the shot." Sorry. Yo, I turned into a fanboy. I was like, I went fanboy, man. Spike Lee was like, "Chill." You in the shot. I was like, you right.
Oh man.
Yeah, but that right there was a dream come true, bro. To watch them two go at it, bro. That was crazy.
That's dope. That's dope. And what about an actress that you work with, the most time an actress?
Kathy and the Jimmy. Kathy and the Jimmy played in she played in Witch with Bette Midler.
I remember
played
that.
in a lot of stuff, yo, and she was on Veronica's Closet with us.
Mm.
And one thing she showed me, dog, is get what you want. She ain't back down, dog. But she was dope as an actress. But as far as she ain't play,
Right.
that taught me like, yo, okay, I see what this is.
Gotcha.
Y'all like the word no. They like the word no. And she no problem with that word. I ain't doing this and we ain't doing that. She telling me what we ain't gonna do. Like, what we ain't gonna do. We ain't doing that. And it don't happen. But I love her to this day, man. She was like, that was my sister on that show, bro. Kirsty was just down, but Kathy, when I got rocking with her, and it's just that she rocks.
Yeah.
But that Kathy and Jimmy, man.
Yeah,
I work with you.
Yeah, that's dope, man. Dope. Kenny, you want to get into the quick hitters?
All right, we're gonna do the quick hitters, man. Showing love to our actress and actresses that we mainly actors on this one, but I'll just say the names and we kind of mirrored their careers together because they both had great roles that they played that kind of like are the same and things like that. So I'll start off with Will Smith or Jamie Foxx.
I would say Jamie Foxx.
Okay, because the performances of Ray and Ali, me and James talk about it all the time. When they
go ahead.
Yeah, we was like they both nailed it. Like you close your eyes, you hear Ali. You close your eyes, you hear Ray.
Okay, all right. I say Jamie Foxx as an actor.
Gotcha.
Jamie Foxx, yeah. I was the same way. Like because they always say Denzel, Will Smith.
Well, hold up.
And I don't think y'all
didn't ask me the role. Which role I thought was better?
Well, yeah, which role? Which role?
Will Smith's.
Ali. So
let me tell you why.
Okay.
Jamie is a mimic. Jamie can mimic anything.
Anybody. Yeah, he can.
That what
Will had to do.
What Will had to do.
I get you.
To make you believe he was Ali.
Oh yeah, he had to put that work in. Yeah.
He put that work in. Will Smith, all Jamie did is what he did on Living Color.
Right.
Mimic.
Right.
He's a mimic.
Yeah.
That's the main thing.
Yeah.
Will had to get in shape.
He's still doing it now. You can still see it now.
Yeah.
But he's a mimic. It was that you ain't see him just be an actor, and then all of a sudden you see him transform into, like, Will was just this funny dude on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and now you see him rocking Muhammad Ali,
right,
and made you believe it.
And the physical body change, like the muscle, the training, boxing technique, like he.
I just but Jamie Foxx, yeah, but Will on that role. It was that.
Yeah. Now, when you say it that way, I say it because for me, it was Ray, because down to a science. Like, yes. And then, he could sing and he sounded like him. And then he did all the movements, his cadence, like his mannerisms. It was crazy to me.
You definitely got lost in that.
Oh, yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
And I worked with Ray Charles. He was on the Larry Cash show. So it was just like, and I saw that. I saw Ray Charles, bro. I saw it, and when he was, all of that, dog. But he worked with Ray Charles.
Right.
Ray Charles worked with him. Will he had no chance to work with Ali?
Okay.
Yeah.
That was all off of research and stories and everything else. I still say they should have let me play Angelo Dundee. Now I know Bundini. I should have been Bundini because I knew the story.
Right.
Gotcha.
They gave it to Jamie. I went and auditioned for it. But
Okay,
they gave it to
cool.
Jamie. He wasn't a bigger name. I ain't mad at that.
Right. Jamie did a great job in that too, though. He did a
Yes, he
great.
did.
He
Yes,
did an amazing job in that. He did an
But
amazing
I'd
job
have
in all
gave it
that.
fire. I'd have gave it fire.
I believe so. But like,
I'd
yeah.
have
So, okay, cool.
All right. So the next one, Pacino or De Niro? Two legends. Whew.
You know what, man? I'm biased because I met De Niro and I never met Pacino. But the funny part was, no lie, dog. I met De Niro on an elevator in Tribeca. And I said, yo, bro, I'm sorry. I said, I may never get the opportunity to do this again, man. I said, can I shake your hand, bro? And he said, yo, he shook my hand. He said, I'm Robert De Niro. I said, I'm Darryl Chill Mitchell, I'm an up-and-coming actor. Then he said, yo, he said, good luck, man. He said, just stay in the grind. I was like, cool. Next thing you know, I get a call for New Jersey Drive, the movie that he producing.
Right.
So he turns around.
He produced New Jersey Drive?
He was working at the time. I don't know if he was working with that movie, right? So my doggone battery going low. I'm getting scared here.
Oh, okay.
He what happened? They called me for the read-through, and he was there. So I introduced myself again. I said, Mr. De Niro, man, you ain't gonna believe it. I said, I was with you in the elevator the other day, and I said to you that I will not get an opportunity to meet you again. So can I please shake your hand? And he was like, I remember that. He said, it's a damn shame. First time I meet you and you lied to me. Yo, first damn shame. First time I meet you, you lied to me. Yo, and then when I went to the play with Denzel, when Denzel was doing a Shakespeare play, and he was in there, yo, bro, it was crazy because, we seen each other. And he was like, yo, everybody was moving. So they took my chair and they put me in a regular chair. Sit down, yo, dog. Everybody was moving. Yo, why he get up and went and got my chair, brought my chair to me. And then had the nerve to say, yo, chill, I got you.
Hey.
Chill? I said,
man.
He said, yo, come on, chill, I got you. I
said,
yeah, I guess he knew he saw security put in the corner. So when everything was all said and done, he went up to walk, got himself, came back. He said, come on, chill, I got you. Chill. I said, forget the fact he went and got my chair. He called me chill.
Chill.
Yeah. That, all that.
Yeah.
That means a lot, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. All right, we'll be real quick, man.
Yeah, we get through it now. Yeah, let's get through it because I know you said
Yeah.
your phone might die.
Yeah.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Kenny,
I done text my son like 3 times, bring my cord. He ain't come in yet.
All right, so real quick, house party Friday. I know what you're gonna
house
say.
Party.
Yeah,
Yeah, we knew that.
Say. It wasn't Beer Friday. It was a house party,
and that's why we did it.
Yeah,
That's
they both was for the culture. It was both big.
Yeah,
big
but it wouldn't be. It was that house party opened that door.
And last but not least, Martin Lawrence or Eddie Murphy.
Martin Lawrence.
That's your man. Yeah.
Yo, how you feel?
Yeah.
That's my man. But Eddie, my man too. Yo, Eddie, when I came, I was doing Sergeant Bilko. Eddie pulled up on set with that Benz, came through, stopped. We was in the breakfast truck getting our food. Wound the window down, looked over, he's like, yo, chill. Looked back, I said, yo. So what's good, man? You good? I see you say you do all right, you need anything? He was doing nutty. And I was doing Sergeant Bilko. And I was like, yo, I'm good, man. Everybody was like, yo, you know him? I said, we from New York. You know he gonna look out for his man cave. Then he pulled off, had the New Jersey tag on his car. That's my people. Then we broke for lunch at the same time.
Oh.
He had a dog cart. He had the big old nutty professor hat on. I was like walking. He was like, yo, chill, what you doing? I said, we just broke for lunch, man. So y'all get ready to go to lunch? He said, yeah, man. He said, yeah, I'm getting ready to go down to see Michael and Janet. They shoot and scream. You want to go?
Hell yeah.
Nah, I think I'm gonna go get a sandwich.
Right.
Boy, what did I? Man, I went down there. I was reserved, quiet, and chilling, man. But to hear Michael talk, like, hey, what's up, Eddie? I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What
I hear that a lot.
To that
I hear that
voice? Yo, what's up, Eddie? What's up? Hey, man. what happened to the what are you doing, Eddie? Yo, bass and his what's up, Eddie? I was just like, this is a
That's
gift.
funny. That's funny.
That's funny. Yeah, that's dope.
Word. Janet was there, but I met Janet on A&M Block because when we signed the record deal, we all took a picture together. Yeah. So I told her about it. She, oh yeah, I remember. I was like, cool, but Eddie, I just was chilling. You know, he's like, yeah, what's up, man? I was like, how you doing? I ain't going no more. I ain't trying to elaborate. Tell him, everybody. I grew up on you. Nah, I just was chilling, man. And he was like, yo, this is my man, Chill. That's yeah, how you doing, man? How you doing, Chill? I was like, oh, inside, oh my God. I was cool, bro. I was cool, man. They was working on this joint. I was like, yo, then we broke out, came back. I was just like, yo, that was crazy, man. Yo, I had a time, man, doing for around the time when Will was shooting Wild Wild West in the next stage. So he broke for lunch. When I was over there chilling with them. Next thing you know, we ride up in the stage on his golf cart and everybody see Will Smith. They was like, yo, just like, yo, some people, man. We just in New York in the side, yo. We rolling, we running this joint.
Absolutely.
Good experiences, man. You know, all of those good experiences weren't bad ones, man. You know what I mean? You know, I have more good than bad with them, you know. So I don't judge.
Nah, we don't.
Yeah.
All love here, man.
Yeah, all love.
We don't do that here. Yep.
Well, final round, last call, man. Thank you so much, first and foremost, for being on the show, taking time out, man. We appreciate it. But going into this last call, we always do. Who would you have a bar drinking Andre with? That's our last call, dead or alive.
Adam and Eve, bro.
Wow.
I want to know how in the world, with all that y'all had, let a snake convince y'all otherwise.
Yeah.
That's a good call. I really did. I would never thought that somebody would say that. That's crazy.
We never had that. We never had an answer.
Who would not want to ask that? You see the turmoil we are in today in this world?
Absolutely. Oh my
God. What in the world? Y'all was in a paradise. What more did y'all? He just asked y'all not to eat of one tree.
Yep.
You know, I tell people, you know how many fruits in this world you will never eat or never hear of in this world.
Yeah.
There's fruit trees we'll never hear about in our lifetime because there's so many. So you can only imagine how many fruit trees was in the garden of Eden.
Right.
Yeah, man.
So I just want to know, what made you?
Seeing where we at now, and you in paradise, basically.
You in paradise.
Peace.
Got to have that drink.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Hey, that's a good one.
That's deep,
bro. That's a good one. That's
deep. I'm funny, but I'm deep, James.
No, listen. I definitely wasn't expecting that. I definitely was. I know
I'm stomping with that one, King.
Every time I talk to Big Cuz, I learn something.
Yeah, but I was definitely one. That was a good answer. I was definitely wasn't expecting that. And then when you said it kind of added me, and I was like, oh, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Come on, bro. Who would not? Come on, I gotta know, what was y'all thinking?
That's dope, man. That's dope.
Yeah, man.
Well, another episode, man. In the books. This was a big one for us, James.
Definitely a big one, amazing one. Appreciate the stories. Appreciate you taking the time out, bro. This was a good one, man. I enjoy all of our shows, but I definitely thoroughly enjoyed this one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, yo, I just want to say one thing. Hey, yo, this is Dow Chill Mitchell, and you watching Bar Drinks and Entrees, heard?
That's dope.
Appreciate that.
Appreciate that, man.
Jane, you don't understand, dog. I've been doing this, man. Yo, kids, they don't understand it. I know about shout outs and plugs and all this other stuff. You ain't gonna get nobody on here that's gonna give you this stuff, bro. Because they don't understand this stuff, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate it. I appreciate it. We definitely gonna use you on every snippet, and you're not getting a check.
Hey, that comes from the views of James McCray. That does not come from the views of Kenny Brown.
Hey, yo, you know what, bro? Y'all got my blessings, man. I got my blessings.
But thank you again, man. Thank you so much, man. Yeah. Another episode, Bar Drinks and Entrees. Please, 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 check us out. Bar Drinks and Entrees, we back. We're going to get back rolling like we were before, but Bar Drinks and Entrees, go, what is it? Bar Drinks and Entrees on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Just come on.
All streaming platforms.
All streaming platforms.
All streaming platforms. Apple
Podcasts,
Google Podcasts,
Google,
Spotify.
Yeah, all of
name them all. Anchor.
Listen,
we on them all.
If you follow us on Instagram, click in our bio. We got a link tree with everything on there as well.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We need subscribers. Don't watch our shit and don't subscribe.
Yeah, please. Listen, all we ask you to do is to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend. I'm James. It's my nigga Kenny, my man Kenny. Yep. And we out. Another episode in the books.
We out, baby.
All right, baby.